Hello and welcome to Gondor Calls for Ale's YouTube channel. I am Sam Gallagher.
And I am Ben Gallagher.
And this is another battle report set in Middle-earth.
That's right, we're back and we're battling and reporting about it. Getting deep into the actions. We are in the woods of Ithilien, or perhaps some other outskirts of Gondor, away from Minas Tirith. Faramir and Denethor have dropped off Boromir. Boromir's on his way to the Fellowship, and they're returning home through the woods, only to be attacked by a strange outriding group of evil men. Perhaps Denethor has, in his wrath, set out a hit on Faramir.
Yes,
only time will tell.
So we'll see the Serpent Horde, led, of course, by Suladan, have been doing a little bit of scouting. They're prepared. They know what's coming. The eyes of the Sand Castle aren't blind either, Ben. And, of course, the side mission that Denethor has set, the mighty assassin Raza, the Fang, is to slay his youngest son, who is once again spent just one too many times, has not been Boromir, and therefore must be brung low. So we're going to be playing a very narrative game, just as the professor wrote it. This is a little known tale from the unfinished tales. And this will be a 600-point game, playing the mission of Escort the Wounded.
Yep, got there in the end.
Yeah, eventually. Thanks to Ben. So hopefully this all sounds fun. Sounds fun to me. Sounds good to me. We'll see if it's true that bringing the sand with you is the correct move, or flagstones. Sands versus flagstones. A classic tale. Anyway, we will be back shortly with this battle report.
But, Sam, it wouldn't be Gondor Calls for Ale without the ale. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Have a good game.
Yeah. If you've been enjoying these battle reports, please consider giving this video a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, drop us a comment. We try and get back to all of them. It's so nice to hear from you guys.
If you're looking for extra Gondor Calls for Ale content, if you haven't had enough of our sultry voices, do go ahead and check out our companion podcasts. It's here on YouTube, as well as SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can find it anywhere there.
And if you too want to go the extra mile to support the channel, like Suladan has gone that extra mile to support Barad-dûr by doing a little scouting mission, you can join us on Patreon. It really helps us keep the lights on, keeps the action going, and get these models painted.
It keeps the beer flowing.
It does. Oh, that would have been a good way to do it. If you want to join our Patreon, there will be a link in the description of this battle report. There are a variety of tiers with what we think fairly nice rewards. And as I said, we really appreciate it, and it helps us out, but no pressure.
If you want to join our growing community, go ahead and join our Discord. There's a link for that as well. We'd love to see you there.
And without any further ado, and no more gilding or lily, we will be back with the battle report. Here it is, the Grand Army of the South, led, of course, by Suladan, the Serpent Lord. He is on an armored horse. In his warband, there are 6 Serpent Guard and 5 Abrakan Merchant Guard. That's right, the legacies are appearing on the channel. That's exciting. In warband number 2, we have Raza, the Fang of the Serpent, or just the Fang. Raza, he's got fangs. And in his warband, he also has 5 Serpent Guard and 2 Abrakan Merchant Guard, there to count the coins that Denethor's paying for Faramir's demise. In our 3rd and final warband, we have a Mahûd King, and he is bringing with him his royal retinue of 4 Mahûd Raiders with war spear and 3 half-trolls. The Grand Army of the South special rule is the army-wide. You get +1 to courage tests you're required to make. That's it. It's a soupy army, so it's a small special rule. That's all I have to say about my 600-point army. We have had several requests to display our army list on the screen while we're trying to work out a way to make that look nice. In the meantime, at the very least, we are going to start putting the text the armies in the description of this episode, so if you're curious on the exact points and warband breakdowns, or are a visual learner perhaps, you can see those in the comments.
And here we have the forces of Minas Tirith, led, of course, by Denethor, Steward of Ithilien. In his warband, there are 6 warriors of Minas Tirith with shield and 6 guard of the Fountain Court. Next, we have Irolas, captain of the guard, leading 3 warriors of Minas Tirith with shield and 3 citadel guard. And finally, we have Faramir, captain of Gondor. In his warband, there are 6 warriors of Minas Tirith with sword and shield, 6 warriors of Minas Tirith with spear and shield, and 3 knights of Minas Tirith. There is also a warrior of Minas Tirith with a banner, and he is in Denethor's warband. For our army bonuses, we have, do you think the eyes of the White Tower are blind? Once per game during priority phase, but before the roll for priority, Denethor can use this special rule as long as he is alive and on the battlefield. If he does, Denethor's controlling player automatically wins the roll to choose who has priority. Is there a captain here who still has the courage to do his lord's will? If your army includes both Faramir and Denethor, then whilst Denethor is alive and on the battlefield, Faramir will automatically pass all courage tests he is required to make. Additionally, whilst Denethor is alive and on the battlefield, then when Faramir moves, he must charge if able to do so. And finally, Faramir's charged. Whilst he has the cavalry keyword, before Faramir charges, make note of where he begins his move. Until the end of the turn, friendly Gondor cavalry warrior models within 6 inches of where he started his activation gain the Fearless rule, and if they charge, they gain a bonus of +1 to their fight value. You may notice that we have a cool conversion of Ranger Faramir in this army. Obviously, that's not legal to play at the moment, but we wanted to get this this conversion on the table because it's cooler than the armored version. So for this game, Faramir is mounted. He does have heavy armor and a shield. If you want to take a look at this army list, look no further than the description of this video. We are working on getting them into the videos, but for now, they are just going to be posted in the description. So scroll on down and take a look for more details. And here we have our beautiful table. Some more ruins on the outskirts of Minas Tirith. Gondor, not very big on civil engineering at this particular age. Lots of construction work needed, not getting done. All right, so we are going to be playing a game of Escort the Wounded. So we have our wounded tokens. We've got 3 wounded tokens for the forces of good and 3 wounded tokens for the forces of evil. This game will end until until the turn in which one force has been reduced to 25% of its starting number, and we have 12-inch deployment zones here. We're trying to escort the wounded into the sanctuaries. So the sanctuaries are a 12-inch bubble off of each corner. These will be the evil sanctuaries in these corners, and the good sanctuaries will be in the evil deployment zone. So we're trying to escort the wounded there. They are heavy objects, these wounded. We're also trying to break the enemy army, slay the enemy general, and have banners left at the end of the game. And there we have it. We'll be back with a roll for deployment shortly.
The first roll of the game is, of course, deployment! I have rolled a 1.
And I have rolled a 4. So I shall be choosing this delicious deployment zone back here and deploying first. And here comes Denethor. He actually might be helping. He seems to be a kind and caring steward, noted for his winning personality. So he might actually be helping to escort this particular wounded right off the bat. And there is my first warband deployed.
Over to the Serpent Horde's first warband, where obviously Suladan will be leading the way. And with that, Suladan's warband is deployed.
And here comes Irolas, captain of the guard, and his guard that he is captaining. And there is my second warband deployed.
Over to the Grand Army of the South's second warband, where we will be deploying Raza, the Serpent's Fang of the Serpent. My second warband is deployed.
So, with everything else down, here comes Faramir with a chance to prove his quality. And there we have it, Faramir and his warband.
With Faramir deployed, it's left to the king of the Mahûd, and he will deploy here. I am fully deployed. Ben is away, and I have to declare who Raza's target is for his, and if he ends up in combat with them, he'll get +2 to his fight. Now, the whole point of this has been Raza to assassinate Faramir. Faramir is right here, and Raza is right there, and that is incredibly tempting to do. The other consideration would be that, you know, I can spin it, the communications have been crossed and Raza's going for somebody else. It would be kind of funny to try and take out Denethor with Raza, but no, we're gonna lead for the double bluff and try and convince Ben that I haven't chosen Faramir, but I have actually chosen Faramir. So Faramir is Raza's target. And into priority for turn 1. Oh, I've rolled a 3.
I've also rolled a 3.
A 1, Ben.
Another 3 for the forces of good. So we will let the forces of evil go first this turn, Sam.
Okie dokie. With no heroic actions declared on either side, we will just get into evil's movement. And my Abrakan Merchant Guard is going to pick up this objective. He's going to lose an inch of movement in the woods, so he's going to be going 4 inches out. I should note that they have burly, and so therefore they can move heavy objects with only one of them and still have their full movement. Important to note that these are not actually wounded. They are debtors to the Abrakan Merchant Guild, and the Merchant Guard have been sent to collect them. Evil's movement is complete.
Which brings us into the movement of the good guys. We could mess around going backwards and whatever through the terrain, but I think these guys have just got just enough movement. They're just going to walk through the woods with their prisoner, their fallen comrade. They're bringing him back. Okay, Sam, the forces of Minas Tirith have moved.
Priority for another turn. I rolled a 3.
I've also rolled a 3, so it'll be your choice this time, Sam.
Well, I think we're going to turnabout is fair play, and we're going to make the good guys go first this turn.
Fair enough. So, with priority determined, we are going to do it correctly this time. We're going to start off with an intelligence test from Denethor, which he will fail spectacularly, and so we'll be moving with the evil forces. It's important to note, Sam, that since he hasn't moved, if you were moving first, you could pick up my relic and move it. Maybe. I actually don't know. We need to look that one up. Is he still part of my army? Because you may never move your opponent's relic.
Oh, yeah.
But is he still part of my army or not? Anyway,
I think he is.
If I move it first, it's okay, because you can only move a heavy object once per turn. So Faramir has no targets right now, does not have to charge, he's not within range of Raza, so we're not committed there just yet, that's fine. be the end of my maneuvering.
Worth noting, we didn't bring it up in the beginning, but these ruins with the sort of big doorways that a horse could fit through, but are too small for the bases, we always play it as a cavalry model can ride through, so I could charge if I wanted to. Just thought I'd get ahead of that. But we're going to start with some moving over here, I think. Denethor's weak mind has been, maybe it's a weak, or it's been manipulated by Sauron the Necromancer. He's going to, I guess he's not the Necromancer, he's obviously going to charge this banner who has brought personal grievances to his family and has tried to protect Faramir one too many times, so he must be brung low. Camera has moved so we can accurately see where my charges are happening. Suladan is going to charge in. He's going to charge this one warrior of Minas Tirith here. I can actually put them like that. And then, or I guess he has to charge both of them. And then my Mahûd Raider is going to charge in. He's going to charge in classic camel fashion, slightly backwards. There, he's going to do a strength 4 hit against that warrior of Minas Tirith. So he will be killing him on a 5. Yes, first Camel Rider, first kill. And then he will continue on into...
Go into the Citadel Guard if you want.
Yeah, that's the plan. I just can't.
Just push the Citadel Guard forwards. There we go.
Another 5! Another 5! Yes! 2 for 2! Camel. Okay, and then I think he's just going to have enough move to be on the other side of this.
Nice. Rode those guys down and went right through the doorway.
And then my Mahûd King will go...
next to Suladan.
8 inches to charge. Ah, the glories of terrain. He will charge there on a 5. Yes! 3 for 3!
Will you pull the king out of there for me? It's just going to be so much easier to do it that way around.
And then he will continue on into the Citadel Guard.
I looked at those camels and was like, those things are going to wreck me. And so far, they have not. Disappointed.
Oh boy.
I can get him through the door because he has a spear.
And then he will just go into the warrior Suladan's fighting.
Do you have to inflict the impact hit?
I don't know.
Because don't you also impact the one that Suladan is fighting?
Oh, I guess I do, yes. No, it's a 2.
He put his rubber tips on. He's blunted his lance for that one.
Slammed in sideways. Oh boy, well, that was upsettingly effective. And with that, I think we're done with the movement phase, man.
Well, with a terrifying movement phase completed, we'll be moving right into the combat phase as neither of us bother to take any bows. So, Sam, I've got priority. Are you calling any heroics this combat phase?
Yeah, I think we, after a highly unexpected result from our camel charge, they are, in fact, the fiercest creatures in Middle-earth, often said. My Mahûd King is buoyed up by his success and is going to call a combat.
Okay.
Anything from you?
No, I think we're going to sit pretty where we are.
Okay, so my Mahûd King has 3 attacks. He's rolled a 6. Man.
Okay, don't even need to roll my 2 dice.
So we can see. And his first strikes... He's he's looking for 5s.
Yes, he's looking for 5s.
That'll kill.
That will get him.
It is your priority. Which of those 2 fights would you like to do first?
Let's do the terrible Mahûd King first.
Okay.
He's fighting against my guard of the Fountain Court.
He's on a 4.
Has rolled a 1.
Perfect. You don't have a banner.
Not nearby.
Looking for 5s.
Ooh. Doubled strikes because I'm knocked prone by the cavalry charge.
5.
That'll get him.
And then Suladan is on a 3.
I have rolled a 5.
I have a banner.
You're on a 4.
Sorry, I'm on a 4. I do have a banner, which I bannered into a 1. Ooh. I think we've got to do it.
I think you do as well.
Suladan's going to spend a point of might to win that fight.
Okay.
So his first 2 strikes will be on the regular warrior.
5 will kill him.
5 will kill. His remaining 4 will be on the Fountain Court Guard, and 6 will kill him.
Phew. Well, that was a high casualty turn. We took 8 casualties that turn.
That was, yeah. Wow. Well, I look forward to seeing your knights do the same thing to my paper armored warriors. So,
So, with those combats over, we have one final combat left, Sam. We have Denethor striking against his standard bearer, who dared to say something nice about Faramir in his presence.
well, Denethor's rolled a 3, Ben.
The standard bearer has rolled a 1. He is his own standard bearer and has rolled another 1. So, Denethor will win the fight against my standard bearer. Oh, that was very scary for me. It was very, very worrying. Almost lost my banner bearer.
That would have been awesome. Well, I can't complain about that combat phase. So we'll be back with another turn of priority. All right, Ben, before we roll, you do in fact, or the Eyes of the White Tower are in fact not blind. Would you like to use your seize priority?
I would not. Not this turn.
Okay, a regular roll for priority then. I rolled a 1.
I have rolled a 5. So I think I shall be taking priority this turn. Okay, so here comes Denethor's intelligence test, which he will pass with flying colours on a 10. And I am taking priority this turn. So, Sam, any heroics for you to declare?
Yeah, I think my Mahûd King is going to call a heroic
It's going to be out of might?
I think so. I'm not sure if it's right, but that's what we're going to go with.
Fair enough. Well, I think I am going to countercall with Irolas.
Okay.
Got to move for the king. Got to move for Irolas.
It is your priority, Ben, so...
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Here goes the move off. It will go to the suspense, the good guys.
Okay, and we'll be back with Ben's heroic move.
So since I have priority, I don't think I'm going to call with me. We are just going to run into the Mahûd King over here and shut down his heroic move. Okay, Sam, that is the end of my movement phase. Over to you.
Alas, with my heroic move unjustly cancelled, I've taken some charges, but... one fierce Camel Rider, Ben, who can see that Fountain Court Guard. He's going to charge in.
Brace for impact!
Oh, oh, it's a 3. My movement is complete. Well, Ben, you have priority, but I have no heroic actions to declare. Is there anything from you?
I am going to kick it off with a heroic combat from Captain Faramir.
Ooh, all right. I've still got nothing. Anything else?
I don't believe so.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that heroic combat then. I have a 5.
I have a 6.
Raza's on a 5, Ben.
The Warriors of Minas Tirith are also on a 5 and are not within banner range, but I believe we tie you in fight.
We do. I'm going to actually, I think, spend a point of Raza's might to win that. I don't think he can particularly take a roll off.
Faramir, Captain of Gondor. Let's get some more kills, Faramir.
6.
Oh, it's a 5. I am down to 2 might. I could lose my horse here, which would be unfortunate, but I am just going to save my might. We're going to have to do some strikes, I think, at some point. We need the might for the strikes.
So I'm going to put 2 strikes at Faramir. Your defense 7.
Yeah.
So 6s. Nothing. Maybe I
Disappointing.
should have gone for the horse.
Disappointing charge here with that team. We didn't kill anyone. We got 1 kill and took a casualty. Okay, let's do Suladan first. We've got Suladan, 2 Warriors of Minas Tirith, and a Guard of the Fountain Court. I charged you. I have rolled a 6.
Suladan has also rolled 2 6s.
Ooh, Gondor calls for Eldar. It's coming up hot this game.
Yeah. Suladan didn't charge. You're the same defense. I'm strength 4, so I'm going to be needing 5s on both of these.
Yep.
I have 1 5. Let's kill the guy who's in a little more precarious of a spot.
Fair enough. Okay, next we have Iralas and a Fountain Court against the Mahûd. Oh no, just Iralas against the Mahûd King. All right, Iralas is going to shield with his fancy shielding wall.
I have a 6.
I have also got a 6.
Oh, there you go.
I believe we're tie fight at 5.
We sure are.
And it will go to the bad guys, the worst guys.
Iralas is defense 6 as well, correct?
Correct.
I'm strength 5, so I'm looking for 5s. How about 2 wounds?
Ooh, dear. Let's spend 2 points of fates. Ooh, and pass both of them on a pair of 6s. Iralas, out of fates, but unscathed.
All right.
And last but not least, Sam, we have a flanking camel against a Citadel Guard. I have rolled a 3.
I've got the 6.
Oh dear. I am knocked prone.
I am strength 4, your defense
6.
6, so I need 5s normally.
Yep.
But 4s because I have a war spear.
Ooh, he is very, very dead.
Just dead.
Oh, just
the 1 6.
Just the 1 6.
Just the 1 6.
It's the 1 6, actually.
Oh my goodness, this has not been at all how I expected this to go thus far.
No, that is not the turn we wanted. Look into the west here, you will see.
We'll be back with another priority. Ben, we are back with priority.
Well, Sam, do you think the eyes of the White Tower are blind?
Actually, yes.
I assure you, Sam, they are not. And we shall use our ability to see that we are going to go first this turn. So I will be stealing priority this turn.
Okay. I believe you have to roll your intelligence test before I declare heroic action.
That is correct.
So let's see it. Let's see it.
So Denethor's febrile mind, he will fail his intelligence test.
Oh boy.
Which I don't even think his 2 might can. I'm not spending 2 might on that either way. So at least I get to go. After. He moves after I move all my warriors.
Yeah.
He moves in your turn. Oh, amazing.
Oh my word. Am I going to spend a point of might for a heroic move, Ben? No, I think I'm going to have to let you have it. The eyes of the White Tower are unblindfolded and seeing far enough to get the priority this turn.
So we are going to start it off with Faramir. These knights aren't going to get the bonus of their Faramir charge because they have to be next to where he begins, which I didn't think of when I left them there last time, but that's okay. So we're just going to do Faramir. Okay, Sam, that is my movement. Over to you.
We're going to start it off with some of the fiercest creatures in Middle-earth. Denethor, with his weakened will, is going to charge into this Citadel Guard. And some debtors are going to be dragged off to the, we'll still call them sanctuaries, to the merchant houses of Abrakan. And then this half-troll is going to charge this warrior of Minas Tirith. And with that, Ben, my movement is complete.
Okay, Sam, it is my priority, so do you have any heroics to call during this fight phase?
I think I do. I think Suladan's going to call a combat. I want to try and get him more central to utilize that banner that he definitely has on his back.
He's a little out of position where he is, so I understand that. I have no heroics to declare. I think Faramir is going to struggle to fight his way through that horde.
Would Denethor like to call a combat?
No.
All right, well, we'll do Suladan's combat first then.
All right. Suladan and a troll fighting against one brave warrior of Minas Tirith who will shield.
Suladan is on a 5.
I have a 4, so over to you. I charged you, though, so no cavalry charge.
So Suladan needs 5s. Nothing. And then we'll leave that 4 because we might need it. And then my half-troll.
Got him.
Definitely.
Okay, next we have Iralas, Captain of the Guard, fighting against 2 Mahûd Raiders, one of whom charged. I'm going to shield here, Sam.
All right, my 3 attacks.
I am on a 6.
I am also on a 6.
Whew. Fortunately, Iralas is fight 5. Now he gets to make 1 sneaky attack back against you, so he's going to strike the camel that is nearer to the center of the board, the one that's coming behind my lines. He will not kill it. Okay, let's do Raza next. He's fighting 2.
The Fang of the Serpent! He is on a 4, Ben.
I have a 5.
I do have a banner from Suladan into another 4. He's not trapped. He can take it. He's a tough old bird.
Let's see how tough. How about 1
wound? He will spend a point of fate and pass.
Nice, nice. I'm assuming he's not defense 6.
No, he's 5.
Yeah, okay. And last but not least, we have Faramir, Captain of Gondor, fighting a half-troll, 2 Serpent Guard, and a Abakan Merchant Guard.
Oh, yes, 2 Serpent Guard, yep.
Faramir has rolled a 5.
The half-troll is on a 3, Ben. The
Okay.
other 3 attacks I have are on a 6.
Oh, boy. All right, Faramir is going to spend a point of might.
Yep. And they're all knocked over.
All right, first strike onto the Serpent Guard, looking for... Let's do the Abakan Merchant Guard, actually. Looking for 4s.
Bloop.
Second strike on the Serpent Guard.
Bloop.
And last 2 strikes on the half-troll, needing 5s. Yep. How about nothing on the half-troll?
Perfect. I don't have to ask you for a marker.
Well, you do. It's just a prone marker.
Ah, yes.
All right. Minas Tirith getting back in it.
But wait, there's one more.
There's one more.
Denethor.
Denethor fighting against the Citadel
Steward of Gondor. He's on a 5,
The
Ben.
Citadel Guard has got a 2, but he does have a banner. He does have a banner next to him. He's also on a 2, into another 2.
Because he can't roll it. Oh, you're a Citadel Guard, not a banner. Not a banner.
Yeah. So I could have rolled a 6 to win.
Denethor.
Slay.
Rung low.
Oh.
Awesome. Combat phase, I believe, is over, so we'll be back with some more priority. With our view back in the Aries of Middle-earth, we're going to have another priority.
Here we go.
I have a 4.
I have got a 1.
Salt in the wound, I think, at this point, Ben. Well, the forces of evil are, of course, going to take priority.
Okay, so let's have a little intelligence test
Yeah.
with Denethor,
Hail it!
which he will pass.
It's highs and
fortunately.
lows. Highs and lows.
It is. He's like rolls a 10 or a 3. There's no middle ground. So Denethor, Sam, in this new edition, has got might, and so he'll be using it. He will be calling a heroic move.
After thinking about it, I think Raza, the Fang of the Serpent, feels he's been coiled and ready to strike this whole time and is going to call a move.
That puts him out of might.
It is. He is spending his last point of might for this.
Exciting.
So we'll get a move off, a roll. It is my priority, so I will roll it. And I'll go to the good guys, the bad
Sam.
guys. He's more the kind of snake that lies in wait. He's decided.
He's a trapdoor spider kind of snake. Trapdoor snake.
So over to you. You have you have your heroic move goes first.
Okay, so Sam, I think at this point the game is not looking good for the forces of Minas Tirith. So the temptation is so overwhelming. I don't have a lot of other options. I need to keep pushing those guys. We must rescue our wounded warriors. So we're gonna do the absolute insanity here of a battle of the generals. Denethor's charging Suladan. It's probably a terrible move.
Considered that it's actually going really well for Denethor's plan of having Faramir murdered. And this is where he's slipping Suladan the coin.
Yeah, that's right. We got to make sure that Suladan gets paid. Okay, so. Okay, Sam, I think that is my heroic move.
Into my move, my heroic move has obviously been cancelled. Raza's hasn't sprung his trap yet, or Faramir saw it, whatever. But we're going to continue heading with our rather rotund merchanty guard. Well, as it's my priority, Ben, do you have any heroic actions you wish to declare?
No, I've got 2 points of might left on the board. Actually, I have 3 because Iralas has still got 1, but he's in a terrible place to spend it. No, the point is I'm saving all my might, Sam.
Yeah, I only have the 1 left with Suladan, and he's not that confident in killing Denethor, especially after he got charged. So no heroic actions. We'll get into some regular old combats. Local and do Iralas versus a Mahûd Raider.
Oh, yep. You charge me. I'm going to shield here. Might as well. On a 6.
You have won the combat.
And not slain you.
Right, let's do Faramir first. See if Denethor's paid off Suladan. So we've got a half-troll who's on the ground, so he can't strike blows, and 2 regular guys.
Okay, here comes Faramir with a 6. A pair of 6s even. All right, so first strike into the Serpent Guard. We'll kill him. And let's see if we can get rid of that troll. Looking for 5s here. How about 3?
Very dead.
Faramir, bringing it home. About half of those kills are from Faramir. Probably more than that.
And then we've got the final fight of the turn, which is, of course, Suladan, the Serpent Lord, against Denethor.
So Denethor's going to set you ablaze.
Yeah. Can he? No. Suladan is on a 4.
Denethor's on a 3. I will spend a point of Denethor's might.
I'll use a banner. I will spend a point of Suladan's might.
Okay, all right.
Is Denethor out?
Denethor's out of might.
So is Suladan. So Faramir is the only one with might left.
Irolas.
Oh, Irolas, of course.
He's in a useless spot.
Denethor, defense 6.
Always with the tricky questions.
Well, you're not going to be defense 4, so it's going to be 5s anyway.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
2 wounds.
Ooh. Ooh. Dear me. Here comes a point of fate from Denethor. He will pass his fate.
Ooh, but he's taken a wound.
But he's taken a wound.
Suladan got the note wrong on who to kill.
Who to stab.
And I believe with that, we are done combat for the turn. Okay, priority.
For yet another turn.
I rolled a 2.
I am on a 4, which is what we needed, Sam.
Nothing I can do about that, so I assume you'll be taking priority?
I will indeed be taking priority. You know what else I'll be taking, Sam?
An
intelligence test with Denethor!
12!
12,
His
all right.
ire is roused!
You angered him, you stabbed him, he's awake now. Okay, so let's kick it off with the easy stuff, which is move some heroes first so that I can take some courage tests. So I don't have to take courage tests with my warriors. Well, Sam, I have done my darndest. Over to you.
On to my move. My debtor is oh so close to the merchant houses of Abrakan from here. I think at the end of this turn, he will be delivered. And this guy will be a turn away. Now we go into the excitement. We're going to send this Camel Rider. He's been shielded with a helmet for 2 turns too many. He's going to charge Irolas. He's going to cause a wound.
Ooh, Irolas takes a wound. He's out of fate. He's on 1 wound, Sam.
And now we're going to charge this camel to that knight. The knight! Ah! Yes!
God damn it. I knew it was coming.
And then he's going to free his masters.
Oh dear, even worse. It gets worse.
It's so dumb. I love it. I don't
Careful,
know.
you're going to end the game too soon.
I know. He's going to charge into Denethor.
You're going to kill him when the impact hit.
Oh, I know.
Nah.
He's going 9, so he's not actually going to be able to hit anyone else because of how you've positioned your relics.
It's definitely
Or
intentional.
your prisoners.
Oh my god, you got one!
My very reasonable, not broken movement phase is complete. Okay, Ben, it is your priority. Where are we starting with this combat phase? Well, I should say, I have no might left, so I'm not calling anything.
Faramir is hanging onto his, as is Irolas. So, let's kick it off with this guy here. He looks like he's fighting Suladan and 2 friends.
Where are we going?
All right, let's do Denethor. Denethor fighting against all the odds here.
The king
on the
So
6.
I have the 6.
And Denethor looking for a 6 to counter. There it is.
When Minas Tirith needs him most, he just wants to see Faramir dead. I know what it is.
It's true. It's true. He wants to stick around till the end to make sure it happens. He's like having a conversation with Raza. What are you doing?
Over there. He's right there.
He's right there. All right, so we're both tied fight, and the roll-off will go to the good guys,
the
best guys. And last but not least, we have Faramir, Captain of Gondor, fighting against 3 Serpent Guard. He is on a 5, Sam.
I'm also on a 5. I do have a banner from Suladan. No.
Faramir's rampage continues. First strike. Second strike. That'll get 1.
You got one more.
Third strike. And the last strike. 4 will not quite.
No,
Oh, yeah, we'll get them. Get them all 3. Nice. Faramir. Look at me, Dad. I'm doing it.
You're doing it, Andy.
Faramir would have killed 4.
And I think with that, we are going to be back with some priority unless the game has ended. So we'll count that up.
Not quite, Sam. Over in the far corner, in the middle, the Minas Tirith deployment zone, one of the Abacan merchant guard has dragged a debtor off the debtor's prison to answer to the Golden King.
And now we'll be back with another priority, maybe. Oh, very close to being quartered, Ben. You're 1 model off, I think.
Yeah, 1 or 2, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I'm 1 away from being quartered.
And I am 2 away from being broken.
Okay, so let's take it away with another priority. A 3.
A 3.
Oh dear, this time it will go to the forces of evil. I assume you're taking priority.
I will be taking priority then.
Well, Sam, before I call any heroic moves, let us see if Denethor has gone crazy. On another 3, Denethor will fail his intelligence test.
Boy.
And probably charge Faramir. Please charge him into Faramir.
Oh my goodness. Well, you still have a little bit of might on the board, I think.
do. All right, so we're going to kick it off with a heroic move from Faramir. And since it's the last turn, we're going to call one with Irolas as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to kick it off with Faramir. And he has to go back over here so that these guys aren't failing terror tests. And with that, Sam, that is the end of my heroics.
Starting with the easy stuff. After finding 1 debtor, the Merchant Guild demands more, and this Merchant Guard will be back soon, maybe, and this one will drop another debtor off. Now we have to the middle we go, where we're going to have Denethor is tired of being told what to do by these pushy bodyguards, and Irolas is clearly a traitor and isn't bringing him enough wood or oil. So he'll charge him. This Merchant Guard is going to go 3, pick up this here objective, and go 3 to here. We're going to cry havoc and let slip the camels of war.
Don't you dare.
Free the king! Free him! Yes! It's so many! Oh, Lord. If I knew how to do it, I would put a count on the screen. Raza, he springs from out of seemingly nowhere! And we'll charge Faramir. And that is it for my movement, Ben. Over to you.
And here we come, rescuing some warriors from Minas Tirith. Our first 2 guys have just arrived. Will be the end of my movement.
Into the final turn of combat, Ben, we have this warrior of Minas Tirith fighting 2 half-trolls, 1 Abrakan Merchant Guard, and 1 Serpent Guard.
Well,
so much
Sam.
guards, and 2 trolls.
He's fighting this one out.
So far, the trolls are on a 4.
I'm also on a 4. Oh, he's run out of steam. He's run out of steam.
Let's see if we get it on the fight, but we'll... we got the 6. We got the 6. All right, so here we go. 2 half-troll, or the first half-troll making strikes.
He's dead.
He has found his use. His 25 points have been well spent. And then let's do Iralas against Suladan and a Mahûd Raider.
Okay, Iralas is once again going to shield here, I think.
Suladan is on a 5. Oh boy, Iralas did not show up this time.
Iralas is on a 2.
Suladan looking for 5s. His first 2 strikes.
Will slay Iralas, who is down to 1 wound. Thank you.
And then we have Denethor, son of Ithilien. Do I get to roll his dice end? No, we'll have you back to
That's right,
controlling
that's
him.
right. You get to control him. That would be hilarious.
He is going to go prone. So he's going to fight the Mahûd King. And I rolled 6.
Denethor is on the 5, so the fight will go to you.
I
Knocked prone.
I do. So this is the first 2 strikes. Nothing. And the second 2 strikes, I need 5s, I think. Yes. 1 wound,
which is
just enough. Should have done Faramir first. Denethor will lie wounded, bleeding out, seeing if the mission of Raza is complete. Which, of course, I will now reveal, Ben. Faramir was Raza's target.
Shock, Sam, shock!
I talked all about how I was going to try and double bluff you into thinking it was somebody else.
It was going to be Iralas.
So Raza's 3 attacks.
All right.
Raza's on a 5.
Faramir's on a 4.
All right.
Can Raza do it, Sam?
Your defense 6 on
Defense
Faramir.
7. Heavy armor and a shield. Can't you tell?
I need. It's a very swirly cloak. 6s with Bane of Kings.
Ooh!
There's 1. Regular
Kings.
poison would have been enough here. 2 more. No, 1 wound, and then the Mahûd Raider, who didn't charge, does
2
another
wounds.
wound.
Faramir will spend his 2 points of fate and fail them both.
All right.
Yeah. So I think that may be the death of Faramir, Sam. Raza may have completed his mission
With a little help.
with
from
a little
his
help from
friends.
his friends. Yes, Faramir's only got 2 wounds.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Well,
With that, the combat's over, and I think the game is well and truly over as well.
and with that, actually, with Sam's last Impaler kill, or first Impaler kill of the turn, the game ended. So we have 1 more debtor to whisk off to prison in the Abacan Merchant Guild.
And 1 prisoner rescued into the houses of healing. Because you know what they say, Ben? The hands of a king are the hands of a healer.
That's clearly what we needed here, Sam, was a king in Gondor.
Yes, yeah. And I'm going to measure, because it's close. Note my Merchant Guard is still in my half of the table, so will not be worth any points for me.
So should we total up some? You want to come over here and we can do a post-battle report. You can see there are many dead warriors of Minas Tirith in the west, and not a few Southrons as well.
Yeah, yes. We will be back to go over the winner, the loser, and all our thoughts and feelings about this game.
Oh, Sam, what a game!
I was about to say the exact same thing in probably a very similar turn of phrase and voice, but yeah, seriously, what a game. Not, well, let's go over the score and then we can go over my thoughts and feelings on this game.
All right, so for our primary objective, you score 2 victory points for each of your wounded allies that is being carried by a friendly model in your opponent's board half. So I'm going to get 4 victory points for that.
Okay.
For each wounded ally that has been rescued, you instead score 4 victory points. So you'll get 8 victory points for rescuing 2 debtors, and I get another 4 for rescuing 1.
Wow.
So we're actually tied up with 8 all on the primary objective there. 1 victory point if the enemy army is broken, 3 if they are broken and you are not. Well, I am most definitely broken. I'm almost tabled.
I'm not. I am 2 models away from being broken.
Oh, so Sam 11, Ben 8 right now. 3 victory points for slaying Denethor, and I did not manage to wound Suladan, so you're going to go up to 14 to 8, and then 2 victory point if your opponent has no banners remaining at the end of the game. So neither of us are going to score that one because, of course, Suladan is carrying a banner.
Yeah, and he's as slippery as a serpent in a butter churn. Something like that, which is clearly why you weren't able to win him. Wow, so 14 for the forces of the Grand Army of the South. No.
Yes.
Yes, is that the army I was playing?
14 for the Grand Army of the South, and 8 for the forces of Minas Tirith.
So a minor victory.
Yeah, honestly, didn't think it was going to be a minor victory by about the halfway point there.
Yeah. It's the getting the wounded across into your opponent's table half that's a fair chunk of points right there.
Yeah.
But that was, I mean, and it's also interesting, right? Because I was quite severely outnumbered, but I only had to send off 2 models, or I only had to send 1 model per each, in my case, debtor, to move them. So the numbers was where you sort of had to commit 6.
Yes.
So the numbers were slightly even there, and then they were really evened out when the fiercest creatures in Middle Earth were unleashed by the Dark Tower.
The camels definitely slew a fair number of guys, but I also had a couple of turns there where I won a lot of fights and just failed to kill. I think Faramir got all my first 6 kills or something before the warriors joined. They're like, oh, they do die, we'll join in too. So I think you getting ahead on the kills there in the first couple of turns, and then my first turn just not. I really was hoping to push Faramir through that flank and open that gap up. Because even when I finally did open the gap up, I was moving my prisoner or my wounded through off of a heroic move, and they had to stay near Denethor, so they couldn't even go quite as far as I'd wanted them to. So yeah.
Yeah, I think had you had a more successful charge on that first turn, it definitely would have changed the game. But I do really think, I mean, the majority of my kills, and it will be interesting, anyone who's still watching and wants to go back and track it, or maybe while I'm editing, I'll track it. But it would be interesting to see how many kills it was from Impalers, because the first turn it was 3, and it was like 2 to 3 a turn after that.
Yeah.
It was quite absurd. And then the king, like I was killing probably about average, maybe a little below in the regular combat phase, but it was just made up by the fact that like maybe I'd get 2 kills, but I'd already gotten 3 or 4 in the movement phase, and it just very quickly.
I mean, and the thing about those Impaler kills too is not only are they kills, which is always great, it lets you you've removed a model in the movement phase and can continue to reposition your army. So there were some that you went through 1 or 2 guys, and then it opens up this whole channel for even if it's not more Impalers, it's just other movements that happen, which is one of the really cool things about the camels.
I'm not actually 100% sure whether you can free a model up in the movement phase like that. Like if you have a camel in combat, you charge, impale, kill the other guy. I believe you can, but
you can. Yeah.
It's certainly the Impalers are still as good as they were. The fact that the Mahûd Raiders are a point cheaper than they were is nice. Very good, and the strength 4 and the war spears or lances are always really good.
Yeah.
And the king losing his war spear, obviously not quite as good, but still strength 5 with an impaler. Like the impaler is what you're taking it for.
For sure.
It feels pretty good to pay. I think that his camel is 20 points, which is the cost of a horse. Right. And really cool to have some of the legacy models on. Cool to use Suladan. Suladan's still really good. You kind of were hoping he was fight 6 or something, but for what he is, 6-inch banner is huge. The half trolls, I took 3 of them because I kind of wanted to try them out. I think how this game ended up, they just sort of didn't do much.
No, you had 2 of them.
They stopped Faramir heroic combating for 2 turns, basically.
That's true.
But I certainly cannot complain about the rest of it.
25 points. 25 points for the King's War Camel.
Same as an armored horse.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
You'd still rather have the camel than the armored horse.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had a lot of fun.
Oh, I did too, despite my guys coming off in droves. It was a good fun game, and I actually really like this scenario a lot. I know it needs a little work with the FAQ technically to make the whole heavy objects thing work. The running jokes with the Abrakan Merchant Guard stealing debtors, hilarious. So the modeling opportunities for the objectives, I think, is really cool. Yeah, it's just a different scenario. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to play.
It's very cool. It was interesting putting this board together. This is the last thing I'll say. It was interesting putting this board together. We tend to have put our big pieces of terrain in the corners, so it fills up, so the board still looks nice, but it makes the center more playable. But in this one, it's really interesting because we had trees on one side, which is essentially what stopped you from making it a 12 to 14 game, because you had to move around the edge of the tree. And the same thing with this big piece I'm pointing at that you can't see in this shot. This big piece, it meant I couldn't take the shortest route to the corner. So in some ways, it's kind of I like all of the new scenarios because they sort of encourage you splitting up.
Yeah.
You certainly could play a game where you just pick up your prisoners, push past the 24-inch line, and you're like, I'm taking 6 for the primary if I can stop them from getting off. That's still pretty good, and I didn't have to split up. But yeah, I agree. It was a very fun scenario. Another excellent battle report. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. And unless there's anything else you want to say, Ben, I think we can sign this one off.
No, I think that's it for this time. We'll see you next time.